Hey, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'll use Old Faithful. Oh my gosh, there's been so many complications trying to get this up and running again. You still can't hear? What is going on? This is crazy. I don't know. Okay, yes, good. Woo, we are back in business. Let's try this again. Thanks for letting me know, Incarnate Flame. We can hear you. Yay. I went with Old Faithful. You know what? This guy's been a real pain. He's been a real thorn. But I'm changing through computers, changing all kinds of stuff, and I'm not super techy. Oh, I'm putting my glasses on. I can't see. You're way over there. I'm coming over. Oh, okay. Who have we got? Shadow J2698. Hi back. And Incarnate Flame can hear you now. That is so awesome. I'm so glad to see all of you joining again. It has been so long since I've done a live trying to do all this stuff. So let's get back into the reading because Spirit has something to say. So I will share the messages. We're living moment to moment right now, which we are like powerhouses. We're not allowing other things, other people to pull on our attention. So we're living fully in the moment, which like we're ramped. We got everything. We can see all the signs around us. We're listening to our angels, our guidance system, however you resonate. We are picking up on everything we need to. Come on over here, microphone. We got something to say. Spirit has a lot of messages. I can feel it. It's been so long since we all met on here, so it feels like an eternity to me. All right, Spirit, what is our challenge at this time? What is our challenge at this time? Challenge is to see that we are just as capable as everybody else to do whatever the heck we want. Whatever we feel called to do, it's for a reason. We are getting these messages from the divine. When we get called to try something, do something, we get excited about something, or we wish we could do it, we can do it. We can all do it. We're meant to do it, whatever this is, okay? No fear. Fear can't get in. Subconsciously, Spirit. Subconsciously, we know it's time to let go of anything and anyone that doesn't serve us. We don't need anything in our blocking our path right now because where we're headed, where we're going, and we're already on this track, it can't be stopped, is complete success. It is abundance. It is power. It is all the things. It is all the things that we've waited our entire life to be a part of because we helped others achieve it, but now it's our turn too. Okay? And the more we help by pouring into ourselves in each moment, the more we're elevating and really aligning with this. Spirit, consciously, what is it we know right now? What is it we know right now in our conscious mind? That all we could do is go with the flow, moment to moment, but that's what we're doing. Half of us don't even know exactly what's coming, but we could feel it in our soul. It's stirring, like, it's like, hurry up and wait. We're excited. We know something's coming. We know it's overdue. In our mind, we're like, this is overdue. It's time. Where is it, right? And it's in our energy, and that's why you're feeling it. You could feel it coming. You could feel everything's about to align. It's way bigger than what we imagined. I just know that much. And I know if you're anything like me, you're waiting for the next step. You're just waiting. I'm going with the flow, and that's what I do. Just like I don't know half the time if I have sound or a video, but we just go with the flow and we wing it. And as a team, we figure it out. And thank you. All right, Spirit. What profound event happened just recently to help us see that we needed to fully live in each moment to find our own power and call it back? What is it that recently happened? Give it to me straight. We finally started tapping into our inner voice. So we quit ignoring it. We didn't let our ego and the fears and the insecurities and all the voices of the outside, right? Everybody who's always got an opinion on what we need to know. We didn't let that block out that beautiful inner voice, that intuitive side of ourselves that said, hey, this is what I need to do right now. Okay, in the near so-called future, which it's always ever now, right? The future we are creating by living fully in this moment. And yeah, it's going to be good because we're living fully in this moment. We are opening up our awareness to things that we couldn't even fathom with our brain, right? The old version of ourselves, we couldn't even fathom the stuff that we're understanding day by day, how much more we're learning, how much wiser we're becoming, how much we're connecting the dots, we're seeing things. Um, I wish I had saved the name of the person that had commented on one of my other posts, and my heart goes out to them, and I'd like to send a prayer, actually, all of us with our beautiful abilities to send love and light and healing to all the individuals that are really at their breaking point right now, where they're just feeling like they're seeing all that they've been targeted, they're seeing that they've been gang stalked, they're seeing that it's all just been, oh, I got goosebumps. Spirit, wrap beautiful love and peace, and all of us pour love into each other, our soul family that are, some of them are really confused right now, and they feel like they can't trust anybody. And that's such a sad state. And that is exactly what these shadow energies want, is for us to give up on ourselves. And we are so powerful and so potent. And there's no way that we can give up on ourselves now. We're right at the finish line. It's been a lifetime of putting up with these challenges, a lifetime of the nonsense. And right now, we're just so sick of that nonsense. If you look at that camel there, right? We are so tired of the old routine way that we've been doing things. And we're going through this rebirth where the lion or lioness inside is going, I've had enough, and I'm going to embrace my shadow side, and I'm going to use that to fuel me to moving forward, tapping into my creativity, and no longer allowing myself to believe I am sub to anybody. I am not anything lower than anyone else. I'm capable of doing everything that I see others doing and some. I've got my own abilities, and I am now fully aware. I'm becoming fully aware that it was all a program to try to slow me down from bringing what I'm meant to into this world. Woo! Yeah, baby. Possibilities are endless. And Spirit wants you to know this. You're like the bird looking over the land going, what do I want to do? Because you are so supported by the divine. You've overcome so many challenges. What you're desiring right now, but you might be standing in your way of, is completely letting go. Again, that was in the subconscious mind, right? We know deep down we have to let go of things and people that are standing in our way. People that might be pulling on our energy, jobs that don't light us up anymore, and it just feels like they're consuming our time, and we're not able to move on to the things that really bring us joy or that we're called to. So deep down inside, we know we've got to do it, and some of us still have some letting go to do. Sometimes it's family, which is really, really, really hard, but creating space and being grateful for the lessons we learned, because every single person, every single event that we've ever experienced has brought us to where we are now. So we can be grateful. Spirit, come through with the key, please. What is it this beautiful collective needs to know right now? The key to living fully in each moment and realizing your true potential. Realizing you're just as capable. Get out there and try it. Get messy, make mistakes, skin your knees. Look at me. I was on here. I got all these computers. I'm trying to figure out how to download certain things so that I can get on here with my soul family. I have no idea what I'm doing. And then Incarnate Flame comes on and goes, hey, you got no sound. So we figure it out. And there's my old mic sitting right there, Old Faithful, right? Grab and click, and we just get messy. It's not about being perfect. If we're waiting until everything's perfect, we'll be waiting a long time. We make it perfect by practicing, skinning our knees, getting out there, being authentic, just doing our thing and shining, and not allowing anything or anyone to stand in our way anymore. Realizing it was us all along, allowing others to have that kind of power over us, and holding the accountability of that we allowed that to happen, but we're not anymore. And that's how we gain our power back. Also, with these inner voices coming in, you're taking time in silence. Like I said, you're not looking outside of yourself for advice anymore. No one knows your path like you. No one. It's a secret between you and your spirit guides, and it's something only for you. So asking for advice outside of ourselves, if you wouldn't trade places with them, and they don't even know what your path is. So no one can truly guide you like your own spirit guides. Okay, that wraps that up, guys. Anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions that you want answered? I've got a slew of cards. Look at this. I'm telling you, I had to get those shoe containers to put all my cards in, and I've still got an overflow. I've got all new cards. Half of them I haven't even tried out yet. So who wants to get messy, make mistakes, and ask some questions? We can have some fun. Anybody? Oh, I'm just thinking for a second because Spirit nudged me. What was it that I was going to bring up? I totally forgot. Let's see if I can get that back, the channeled message. Okay. There were a few, but this one is what Spirit wants me to discuss. Is that a lot of my on my personal, I share, what do we got? Shadow J 2698. How can I remember my dreams? And like when I'm sleeping. Okay, I'll tell you what I do, because sometimes I get so tired I don't remember mine. I put the pen and paper right beside my bed, because when you wake up, you got a few seconds of like you're still in the middle of that daze. Write and draw everything out that you've got. And then, but every time you wake up, start getting in the habit of sitting there for a moment, breathing and reflecting on the dream, so that your brain gets practiced at trying to remember. Also, ask your divine team for help with that. There are other methods. I wish I knew more. Maybe someone on here can help, that has really, practiced or mastered, I should say, remembering the dreams, because that's something that I'm still in the process of. Usually my most profound dreams I remember, but I have the notepad and pen at the side of my bed, because when I wake up, I'm ready to take on the world, and I've forgotten, right? Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so the channeled message that kept coming through over and over was a lot. This I've changed a lot. Obviously, we've all changed a lot over the last few years, but one of mine is just as an empath, and I don't know how strongly everybody else feels this. I know since for years and years, I cry when I used to go to work and drive 40 minutes from up north to town, where I'd be following like slaughter trucks, and I would cry on the way to work. I would cry on the way back. I could see little snouts sticking out. I could see little fur baby cows. This is really important to me, so I think that's why Spirit's bringing it up, is because it's really been like hit me in like a sledgehammer. Is a lot of people don't understand. They're like, ah ha ha. Like, you see a lot of people, if someone shares, the torture that happens in these factory farms. I'm not talking about people that raise chickens and have eggs. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, the factory farms, where it is an absolute terror that those animals and babies go through. But what I'm being called to say, and this is something that Spirit explained to me a long time ago, brought this in very loud and clear. We are ingesting trauma. Okay, as someone who is certified in hypnotherapy and spiritual energy healing and all shebang, when we are eating anything that has suffered trauma, we are ingesting and wearing that trauma. And I'm someone who helps people to process and eliminate and pull in their soul fragments and deal with all these traumas from generations in our DNA, from all over. But we are literally eating trauma. It's and it's just more that you got to be careful what you're putting in your body. Okay, for me, my heart, I feel what the animals feel when I see the images, and it's really sad what human beings will do. So it's just something that I want to put out there, and I'm not going to shove that down anybody's throat, but I am meant to share that one of the ways that we can, have trauma impact us, even if you're in an accident and you weren't even hurt and someone beside you was, you can wear their trauma. So it's about just being really mindful about what we intake in any way. Okay. What do we got here? Sorry, guys. I had to explain that. All right. Shadow J 2698. I've been drinking anise star teas. Ooh, that would probably be so good for you, because I've been reading up a little bit on what that does, and I think that's really cool. I'm impressed. Was thinking of lotus next. I'm impressed because you're maybe more disciplined than I am in that, because I'm still a coffee girl. If you've got information on what that can do, I love that you're sharing that with our collective, because and it's really funny you brought up the anise star, because I was going through my spices and stuff, and I saw the anise star. I'm like, I remember once I was reading up on this and I really wanted, when you get on these big health kicks, like I'm going to change the world, right? And I remember having this. Uh-oh. Can you still hear me? Sorry, guys, I dropped my mic. And I didn't take it a step further because I was still going through all the crap that my ex was trying to throw at me. Shadow J2698 says, I never perceived it that way, but I find that praying over my food or not overindulging and being grateful for the sacrifice. That is definitely a start. And I find I do that too because I still give, especially my dog, he's going through healing from surgery and everything. I still give him his chicken and everything. And I don't have chickens. I can't eat what I'm not going to look in the eye personally and terminate, right? But for him, he's a meat eater. He's not going to, be he's a carnivore also, right? And I've got to pray over his food and, I relieve the trauma from it. And I'm gratitude, of course, for the life that was, that went through what it did because I haven't gone to a farm to buy chickens. So Shadow J2698 says, working on intentional eating lately. Yeah, I am too. But I'm really impressed with what you've come up with. And that's something I'd like to explore more of for sure. So I'm really proud of you. And I'm sure that people who are watching and maybe haven't mentioned it in the comments are very impressed too. It's a fairly new process for me. Myself also. I go through, bouts of it, but I'd like to be more disciplined because I believe so strongly in it. Like for me to, it's almost like in all authenticity, which is what I am, raw and real, whether people like it or not. I mean, I'm just finally really getting to the point where I'm out of survival mode, so nothing can make me react and everything. So I'm literally trying to get my life back in organized manner, like literally buying like shoe things to organize things in my closet. I'm getting things back in a state of ready because I know that things are about to get really busy for us. And so things like that, that's what I want to have, new habits, new routines that are healthier. And I think that's beautiful that you do that. Like the Native Americans, they embraced every part, never wasteful, and grateful for the connections. Exactly. Because we are all connected. We are connected to the animals, the ants, the horses, the dogs, the cats, the human beings, everything. We are connected to everybody, everything. And I think it's funny you said that. It's really funny you said that because I literally was just explaining to one of my family members about, if you accidentally hit like a chippy or something on the road and they don't make it, that, you sprinkle tobacco as like an offering and as chirping up comes my dog because, I'm live. I eat pretty clean for the most part. I eat very minimal meat now and almost zero dairy. Yeah, exactly. And that's Incarnate Flame. Thank you for sharing that. I find the same because I know too much and I've seen too much and you can't undo that, right? Are you really going to climb over that? Are you? Oh my gosh, you are such a funny little trooper. You're like your mama. You are a determined soul. He wants to say hi. Shadow J2698, need to do that next. I'm so all over the place at times. Yeah, and it's, you know what though? It's coming out of that version of ourselves, that phase of ourselves that got us to this point is breaking through this survival mode. Like, I mean, 10 million bins and always moving or, all the stuff, right? It's about, let's start our life now. Let's start it over. Let's be disciplined and pour into ourselves what we really need, right? Incarnate Flame says, I'm really into smoothies and salads and nuts. Yeah, I went through that for a long time. I did. I went through that too. That was fun. That's what I'm hoping to get more into, taking self-care, right? Doing things because it resonates with my soul and not just because it's easy and quick. Shadow J says, love smoothies. And yeah, dairy and me don't mix anymore. It's, look at all the stuff they push into the animals in these factory farms. It's no wonder, right? Our bodies, no wonder all these new allergies, all these new symptoms. and ailments. It's because what we're putting in our body, which has trauma also attached, not to mention all the other, antibiotics or whatever the heck else they do, these poor animals. Incarnate Flame says lots of veggies and fruits. Yeah. And I even took it a step further where I've heard, and the way I understand is fruits are way better than the vegetables, but I'm not going to say that's necessarily true. It's stuff that I've learned. Shadow J says, like mixing chia seeds and flax seeds in with my smoothies. Yeah, I remember when I went on the pumpkin seed binge, and I was like buying them for all my family. I'm like, this is going to help you get rid of all those parasites. We go on kicks and we learn and we grow, and this is beautiful. We're all sharing. You do coconut milk. Yeah, I did that too. I did the coconut milk in my coffees. Actually, that was an interesting experience when I first started that. The adjustment. Shadow J says, and honey for sweeteners. Yep, because sugar is in absolutely everything. Refined sugar. Honey is like the natural healing. Like the bees, man, they work their whole life for just a little tablespoon of this or whatever, but refined sugar is like it's killing all of us, and it's in everything. So, and it cuts through our bodies. Incarnate Flame, same. I do coconut milk too. Yeah, because nature, it's natural. It hasn't been all mucked with and tampered with, except when I guess you get the pasteurized honey and all that good stuff. Yes, I see you. Look at this little face. He wants to say hello. He wants to say hello to the soul family. Don't you, babies? Yes. Give me attention, mommy. I see you're talking to the world right now. Okay, do any of you guys have any questions you'd like me to address with the tarot? Incarnate Flame says, I switched to green tea and quit coffee in 2020. Helped my gut biome tremendously, no doubt. That's still one of my crutches, gotta admit. I don't know. I've got this. I just love coffee. It's like probably the worst thing to be drinking, but I absolutely love my coffee. So I will find a way. I quit drinking a year and a half ago, just because I just didn't want it interfering with my channeled messages, and it lowers vibration. So I did that, but there are still some other little things that I definitely want to curb and replace with something healthier. And I don't think it's that great of a sacrifice, right? Shadow J says, I love coffee too. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I'm human. But definitely cutting out the liquor was huge for me. I didn't want anything interfering anymore. And I was really scared when I first quit drinking. It wasn't because I drank too much, but I didn't like the idea that something could interfere or alter my mind or bring my vibe down, right? Because I worked so hard to get everything up in my frequency. I remember the first time I went to a public dance. Of course, I've been single so long, it's ridiculous. But I went to the dance and I went, I wonder if this is going to be really different, right? I wonder if I'm going to be so shy that I can't dance, or I won't, I didn't know this new version of me that would go out and and I had the wildest time. I danced like no one was watching. I was flailing. I was all over the place. It was like having the frontal lobotomy because I was high in life. I was happy in life, and I didn't even need a drop of alcohol. And since then, it was real easy. I proved to myself, you don't need this stuff to have fun. Donna made it. Hello. Hi. Incarnate Flame. I have a question. Is anything good ever going to happen to me in this lifetime? I need a positive message from my spirit team for words of encouragement to keep going. I'm so very tired. Oh, I know. I feel it too. I know. It has been so trying. It's about to explode good out of control. I'm not even kidding. I said this earlier, but the mic, I don't even know if the mic was working then. It is about to get so good, it's going to blow our minds. But the reason being, we have been used, I don't like the word used, but we have been used by our creator to pull us way back. They allowed so many things to happen to build our strength. Not only, it was a double-edged sword here though, to build our strength. So it was difficult, but everything is going to be like this. I hate to use rags to riches too, but it's like you're being used as the example of what happens when you hit absolute rock bottom and then spring back above anything you could have fathomed. This is how good it's going to get. Like, we can't even conceive of it. Whew. Okay. And Carter Flame says, I keep trying to manifest, but I keep getting slammed right and left. It's going to get better. I know you hear that all the time. I'm going to do a reading on that. Shadow J says, praying for you, Incarnate. I've been struggling with that too. guys, you're not alone. It's not just our collective either. It is all of the light workers that have been going through this. And it's not because we're unsuccessful. It's not because we're bad people. It's not because we're not doing it right. It's the last ditch effort of the low vibrational energies and entities, might I say, pulling, hoping that we all give up right at the finish line, because the differences that are coming in, the changes are massive. We are literally going to create a new world together. All of these screwed up, broken systems, the legal systems, all of it, school systems, we're bringing change, and they do not want to lose the power and control that they've had all this time. Donna says, it's going to work out. Incarnate Flame, keep faith and trust, even though it's trying. You got this. Exactly. It's going to get amazing. Amazing, guys. Spirit, please help me connect with all of this beautiful collective, and let us know what's going on, where we're at, and what is to come. What is to come for us? We need words of encouragement when we ask our angels, our ancestors. Woo! They're proud. Oh, I got goosebumps. You guys probably can't see because I'm way the heck over here now, but goosebumps, guys. Incarnate Flame says, my heart sends love to others that are also feeling spiritually exhausted. Love y'all. We love you too so much. That is so precious. Shadow J says, it is showing me where I'm still weak. I journal it so I can read it later for growth monitoring. That is so, so wise of you. Wow. Incarnate Flame, thanks, y'all. We're in this together. We're not alone. And it is really trying. Really trying. Shadow J says, you're welcome. Aw. I have been at rock bottom. I've been way up in the good life. I've been rock bottom, and I've up and down, up and down, up and down, because of just the way that my path has been, so that I can empathize with others and do this. Okay? I know what it's like to be slammed down, and just when you think you couldn't be slammed anymore, someone's stepping on your head. I know what that's all about. Yeah, we're breaking through cycles. So this is literally us just powering up, powering up. Think of a video game. We're leveling up, leveling up, leveling up, okay? This is literally to help us break through the last of the cycles so that we have the strength and ability to know what's broken, so that our brilliant light being troubleshooters can come with a solution. How do we know what's broken if we don't go through it, right? The healers are the ones who have the most sickness, or family with sickness or ailments, or okay? And this is the truth. How could we possibly know what is needed unless we go through it? And that is what makes you guys light warriors, okay? You guys are kicking butt. Donna's, aw, look at all the hearts. Shadow J, yes, it's so interesting how when it's a roller coaster, it's fun. Not so much when we grow up. I know. Who would sign up for that now, right? We did in the spirit realm. We're like, we're going to go down there. It's like we forgot, right? We've been through this before. We've all gone through this before. We're like, yeah, that's cool. We'll go down. We'll raise the entire energy of the entire world. We're going to go through this and drag ourselves right through hell. But, you know, when we get back into it, it's like, no wonder we cry when we're born. It's like, oh my gosh, I forgot. I forgot. Oh gosh, I'm here again. Oh, can't recognize the light without the dark. Exactly, Shadow J. And that's why we need to. We are strong enough to do it. It sucks. It's not the most pleasant experience, but that's why you get paid the big bucks. That's why the abundance is big. The rewards as we are getting into. I'm telling you guys, as we are getting into this next phase, your life is not meant to, you got it all done in the first part of life, okay? This is where stuff gets real and it gets good. And that's why there are people trying to literally muck with what's coming in for us. They are trying to block it. Some of them, the levels. Oh, guys, I got to tell you some stories, but it's not going to happen at this moment because they're huge stories about the stuff that's been actually done to block me. So I can imagine yours as well. Okay. And then Donna's sitting over there laughing. Look at the emojis. You know what? We just walk the frig away. That's what it is. Just walk the frig away. It's so easy now, isn't it? As soon as, you get out there, say you're dating or you're meeting new friends, as you got red flags are like bam, they're like a punch in the face, right? They're like a punch in the head. It's like, whoa, okay, bye. We don't stop and think, well, there's still some stuff we could work with. There is potential there. No, we don't. And that's what we were in training for. We don't hesitate if someone mocks us. We don't hesitate if someone is trying to, gaslight us into believing we're not what we are or who we are or how powerful we are or capable we are. We just walk away. We just walk away, and that is our strength with the 8, right? That's our strength. We've tamed the ego. Our ego's not going to go, oh gosh, I feel rejected. I should chase after them now and prove myself. Hell no. And we've learned this. We had to go through this. This is what gave us strength. We tamed the ego. That's that lion, right? That's 8-8, guys. Abundance and power, 8-8. We have the strength to choose us every single time to end the conflicts. We will not put up with the drama anymore. All right, Donna says, the light is winning. Stay in the knowing that what we are, where we need to be, though it makes no sense, it's not supposed to. Trust, exactly. We're blind faith. It's like I said, I don't even know what's happening the next day, whatever, tomorrow, a week from now, but it's going to be good. Because you know why? We release the attachment of needing to know how and why and where and all the material aspects of it. We don't care. It's just like, come on, angels, we're doing our part. Let's do our thing here. What you got for us? It's beautiful. It's a trust that we couldn't have with anybody else, but our angels keep coming forward and showing us. Sometimes we think we're like, it's like, why are you doing this to me, right? We used to think this. I used to think this, like, why are you putting me through this more? We don't know what they're actually saving us from. It was probably a hell of a lot worse, but what we're actually being saved from would blow our minds. So we might be going, oh man, it sucks. I'd like to have a little extra money for this, or I'd like to be over there. Why didn't it work with this person? Or why are these friends? It's because we're being saved and maneuvered out of harm's way to something better. Shadow J says, one of my biggest struggles at the moment is trusting patience and recognizing what's me or projected. Listen to how wise you are. You're just amazing. You really get it. You really get it. If that's one of your biggest struggles, you got the world by, the whatevers, okay? Because you've got all of the ability to look at it, analyze it, pick it apart, and man, applause, okay? There are things that you need to teach people, I think, and I don't want to put that as a burden, but I think that's what you're here to do, is really show people this blueprint that you've learned along the way. Donna says, ask how good it can get. I do that every day, Donna. I do. I'm like, show me. Shadow J, divine strategy. Yes, exactly. Hey, we've got enough of the strategy from the people who are operating in the shadow side. Don't think for a second we don't have our own, right? Donna, look at it as, what do I need to do to learn from this? And why is my ego telling me to be afraid? Bam, bam, Donna. Exactly. That's exactly it. Every single thing. It's like, listen to him chirping. He wants constant attention, that little boy, that furry man of mine. Looking at everything as though you are standing still. We always think we're moving toward things. What if, wrap your brain around this one, you are standing still in your control chair, okay? We'll just call it that. You're sitting with your soul, and things are coming to you, and it's like you literally just have to decide, what is this meant to teach me? Does this feel great inside, or does this feel like it doesn't resonate with me? Next, what is this meant to teach me? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or what is this triggering, right? What needs healing still? If we had been told this when we were children, imagine how different our life would be. And that, my dears, is why they say 18 and over for tarot readings. Okay, I get it. But there is a way, and there is a will and a way that we can start teaching children at a young age before they go into this trauma upon trauma upon trauma, how to do this stuff and how to do it before it impacts their life for so many years like we went through. Okay? That's my mission. One of many. Shadow J says, aw, thanks. Thank you for being you, Shadow J. We need more of us out there. We do. We need to teach people how this is done so they don't have to go through it the hard way. We get to be the template to say, you don't have to go through decades of absolute insanity and pain. Here's how you do it. Here's how you heal these triggers. Here's what the triggers are. Yada, yada, yada. Shadow J says, I know for me, I'm still resisting the divine timing or time not being linear. Yeah, it's linear on this planet. So it's like a made up movie, isn't it? It's like a made up thing. Oh, we got to measure this way and that way. And everything is in divine timing because we have to be in a certain state, a certain version, and so do the people around us and the things around us, right? We know this. It's not like it's easy for our ego to say, oh, okay, I'll just be patient. Because if you're anything like me, patience was never one of my strongest suits, but I was forced into it. All right. Who have we got here? I got to read this right. Disendero 2333. Hello. Welcome. So good to see you. Donna says, yes, the children are our future. They are coming in already connected. Exactly. So we need parents. We need the parents of these children to understand just how gifted they are instead of putting them on, I don't know, Ritalin and saying, oh, they got all these things wrong with them. No, let them shine. They are brilliant. They are so connected with the divine that we need to learn from them. They bring in messages for us. They are teaching us. It's like going back in time. We need to stop assuming that because someone's younger, they're not wiser. We need to start listening to the children and giving them a safe environment to expand, make mistakes, and grow and teach us as well. It's so beautiful. Donna says, Shadow J, we all have been there. Yes. Yes. The divine timing is not a fun thing, is it? Because, it's all great in the spirit world where they're all sitting down there going, oh, yeah, okay, look at this. Everything's going to work out. We got this person going there, this and that. Look, we got this job first. Then they're going to learn this lesson, and they're like, oh, yeah, this is cool. But they don't have all the emotions that we get to wear down here. We're like, the impatience, the emotions, the pressures that we forget when we're in the spirit world exactly how intense that can get. Oh, we got that bill to pay. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. And we're going, TikTok. It's the same as with me being single this long, right? I'm very comfortable in it now. I'm maybe a little too independent, but I'm just saying there are women say that are younger than me and their biological clock is ticking. They're like, am I ever going to have children? Like me, I've got a beautiful daughter and I'm so grateful. And she turned out fabulous. She raised me well, but their divine timing is like, talk about the last hour. Sometimes it comes in just when you think, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do that. That's happened a lot to me where I'm like, I do not know how this is going to work out. What are you waiting for, guys? And it's not fun to sit in that. Shadow J says, I'm in that lesson now. It's like, hey, you've never been able to trust anyone around you, but you will trust spirit. Yes. And that's the thing. We were shoved so far on our butts that we had no choice but to go back in and trust and have faith that there's something bigger than us that's going to carry us, because otherwise we wouldn't have wanted to carry on, right? We wouldn't have wanted, we would have been like, what is this? What is this even? Donna says, my grandson sees spirits at 3 years old and he would be afraid. We taught him to call in Archangel Michael to protect him, and it has changed his life. Beautiful. See, your grandson knew when they came here they were going to have, they wanted to have a grandmother that had an open mind, that had the ability to connect with spirit, to bring him a safe environment, to not just live with these blessings and gifts and his connection, but to enhance it, to say, let's look at this, oh, I got goosebumps. These are the beautiful star seeds, the beautiful children that are coming in now, and they need a specific breed of parent, of family, of friends, of schools, which need a lot of changing, right? Descendero 2333. I'm in a codependent relationship, trying to break free. Kids need to know about this. Yes, codependency. I mean, I don't know an empath that hasn't struggled with it, but I'm sure codependency runs deep. That is how we are controlled, right? Through codependency. That is such a vast subject, actually. Oh, goodness. Shadow J, that's so beautiful of you. I was afraid as a child and repressed a lot of my experiences. Yes. And I had one parent that was, helped me, but also kind of tamed that beast. and another parent that didn't believe in it at all. So it was really interesting how we had to struggle, right? And even still, it's like the old witch and warlock wound where back in a day, if you even said you had any intuition at all, you were burned at the stake, right? And don't think we don't carry that trauma in our essence as well. Wow, Donna, yes. Oh, look at her little angels and hearts. Shadow J, may the divine pay it forward. Yes. And Donna's not trusting ourselves leads to codependency. It's because we don't believe we can do something alone. And boy, will we be put in a position where we have to prove to ourselves we could do it alone, eh? And then at first, talk about the genius of the divine, how they connect everything in such a way that they can nail all these lessons in certain blows. Rejection, feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, and then feeling like we can't do it on our own, and we're forced to. And then when we do, we're mind blown. And then we can look at, connecting the dots that person wanted me to be codependent. They wanted me to depend on them because they could see my light. They wanted me not to go anywhere. It's just mind blowing, and how we can really see that it's us that was abandoning ourselves or rejecting ourselves, right? It's just amazing. Shadow J says, it's a trauma response. Exactly. I went through such trauma. One day, very soon, I will be sharing my story. It's just so lengthy. I want to do it just so. I want to do it right. The trauma bond. 10 years, guys, of a trauma bond with such abuse. I lost myself, right? I didn't even have an identity. Incarnate Flame. It's struggle how much, or it's strange how much I genuinely enjoy being alone now and not feeling lonely. Exactly. And that's and it's almost frightening, isn't it? It's like, oh wait, I'm not meant to do this alone. I've got to start opening my heart space. And I've started doing that recently, going, there will be that divine pairing, someone who will have probably gone through similar experiences and who will have to open their heart also, and there will be trust again. Like I said, guys, we went through the hard part, and now is where things start to pay off, okay? Donna, let fear turn into your desires and fire to become who you truly are. Yeah, using your shadows to move forward and really alchemizing the darkness and creating light out of it, creating anything out of it. Incarnate Flame, we've broken a lot of chains. Oh, you damn right we have. We've smashed through chains. We've smashed through cycles. And guys, the reason being is we, not just me, are meant to be a testament. This is our testimony. We are going on social media, which is free. Okay, YouTube's free. I had to figure out how to do it with my daughter's help and put it out there. This is our testimony. That's why I want to share all of my story, and it's coming out one way or another. It is coming out. I want people to see the depths that you can go through and what you can create out of it and how you get out the other side. And each of us has one of those stories, which is why you found your way here. Whew. Shadow J says, I resonate strongly. Had a similar history, narcissistic abuse, covert and not so covert. It's hard when it's your parents. Oh, yeah. My heart goes out to you. Though, if we are honest with ourselves, and it's really, really hard to do sometimes because our ego doesn't want to accept it, even when we have narcissistic partners, it came from something that wasn't healed earlier in our life that drew us to that individual. And what I understand, and I've studied psychology for many, many years. I wanted to be a child psychologist, actually. Go figure. That got blocked, but that's a long story. But often it comes from something in one or both of our parents that we didn't feel as children we could heal. And we wanted to heal it so bad that we often attract partners that are similar or have similar traits so that we can attempt to subconsciously heal it in them. And then it's just a perpetual cycle until we learn to heal those inner wounds from, that started way back when. Donna, I love my darkness because I truly saw it and gave it a hug. Yes, exactly. And that's the thing. It's our place, guys, to take what we've learned and rewards, abundance, the money you need, all of these things. It is not, it's not only not wrong to create some level of wealth or, being able to take care of yourself. Energy and money is an exchange, right? by doing so, by helping to spread this information and wisdom, whether it's through energy healing, whether it's through cards, whether it's through just speaking, writing books, creating a movie, whatever the heck it is, okay, that you share with, being a painter that expresses emotions. Um, it's creating an avenue for you to receive what you need to continue to pour into these blessings for others to share, and creating an avenue where source can direct people to find you as well. Like, look at us, we're all gathered here, we're random strangers, and we're openly discussing authentically our feelings, and we're vulnerable, and it is safe. And that's because divine told me to create a space. And just like Donna has a space, many of you might already have social media platforms, creating a space where it's safe. And then if you build it, they will come. Thank you, Spirit. That's beautiful. Love that. Okay. Sorry, I got to get caught up, guys. Oh, yes. Shadow J, one of your words just caught my eye here. I had to teach myself that I'm in control of how I perceive it. Yes, because perception is everything. Everything. That is what will create the environment in time. As we perceive it a certain way, it will be projected that way. That's why when we are in these cycles of the same abusive relationships, cycles of the same friendships, the same jobs, the same experiences over and over, because we perceive. And until we get out of victim mentality, which I've come across so much of, and I once was in as well, until we break away from that and see it as, I'm a powerhouse, which is why I was given the opportunity to experience these things so I could perceive it different and more, even more, not even more, just the same. Perceptions are different for everybody because everybody has gone through different experiences. So we can't say that it's a truth for us this way, but that person's wrong because their truth is different. It's because that's how they perceive it. That's how they receive through this lens, and then, project it outward. It's about accepting each other's different perceptions, but allowing ourselves a safe environment where we can all look at each other's perceptions, and they're always subject to change as we grow. And that is so incredibly powerful. You change your environment based on how you choose to perceive the information that you're viewing from the external world and within. Oh, that was a mouthful. Chatty Cathy at her finest here. All right. And it taught me not to own the affliction. Yes, because it is merely it's a response. And then we can look at what sensations we're receiving. And it's a big, loud kind of a speaker system on how we're dealing with things on the inside. And it shows us what can be changed, what could be, grown from, what we can learn from, all of it. Even the triggers. I used to run from the triggers. And then I'm like, no, I can't. I literally got to the point where it's like, you know what? Fine then. Give it to me straight, right? It's like when you just hit rock bottom, it's like, fine. And then you start feeling all these triggers. And that's when you sit down, you sit your butt down and you're like, whoa. And you start to connect the dots. So cool. Justin Darrow 2333, because of this codependency, it's turned into a trauma bond. All my friends have turned on me because of him. He's now isolated me from my friends. Now we all know that's what narcissism is. They isolate, they triangulate, they'll use your friends and family to come against you. The best thing you can do is literally just remove yourself to the best of your ability from anyone like that, and don't react. They're doing absolutely all of it to get a reaction out of you, so they can say, see, they're off kilter. See, they're not all there. Look, they're crazy. They're this. They're okay. They're always going for reaction. I wish someone had told me that for 10 years of my life. I'd have like the crap kicked out of me, or constant, like even just the you name it, gaslighting, all of the tricks from narcissism, and then he'd be right there filming me. The reaction. Yeah, right? Yeah. Donna says, I'm darkness was scary when I didn't see it for what it was. Once I did, it wasn't scary at all. It's always there, but just balanced now. I feel free. Yeah, we are supposed to embrace our shadow and light. It's not run from it. The shadow's there for a reason, and that's what got us through. That's what helped us survive, right? And that's also how we can empathize and see in others their shadows and where they're at on their healing journey, and where that might fit in with us, and why we're having them come into our energy, right? Whew. Incarnate Flame says, sound is cutting in and out again. We are getting every few words. Oh no. I'm glad you're my sound helper here. Okay, how's that? Is that working? I hope. Crazy microphones. Oh guys, I'll try to step it up a notch to be a little better. Sorry. Incarnate Flame, Archangel Michael, please help Kathy with their sound equipment and devices so her messages can be shared with the collective. Thank you, Michael. Oh, amen. Thank you. You know, I work very closely with Archangel Michael. And man, let me tell you, even when my throat chakra is being attacked, when I'm trying to do readings on here, he takes that right off. It's awesome. Donna, so many narcissists out there. Yes, and that's why we're here. Okay? The entire world has been ruled through this darkness, shadow, unhealed, narcissistic energy for so long. That's why we're here. We're here to bring information, wisdom, knowledge, experience, other options, the healing, all of it, so that people have a place, the light at the end of the tunnel. Come with us. We want to show you. And we want to show people that the reason why you've gone through all of this narcissism and abuse and everything is because you are meant for bigger things, and they're trying to slow you down. It's our job. It's one of our many purposes. Also to enjoy life to its fullest now, right? Shadow J says, our amazing, intense energy is intriguing spirit. Oh, yes. Oh, don't think for a second that spirit isn't sitting around. I literally see like this giant, huge table, and they're all standing around. They're watching from everywhere. This has never been done before, where Earth and its frequency is shifting into this new Earth. And literally, you either wake up or you know, the train's leaving the station, so to speak, you know, like pick a spot. Which side of the fence are you on? You want to operate out of shadows and ignore the healing, or do you want to elevate? It's like pick an earth, so to speak, right? It's pretty wild. I don't know what keeps flashing on my computer. Hopefully that's not the sound thing going weird. Donna, the narcissist hates the light. It's like they crawl under their rocks when it gets bright. You know, there are some critters that do that. Incarnate Flame, am I the only one experiencing this sound issue? Maybe it's something on my end. I don't know. How's the sound for everybody else out there? Is it working? Is it choppy, or what's going on? Shadow J says the balance has been restored. If nature steps in to do it, it may not be as pretty. Oh, yes, I agree. You know, excuse me, sorry guys. Again, I was talking about the throat chakra. So Archangel Michael, thank you for taking that off of me. We've been trusted to deal with this so that the bigwigs don't have to. But you know, I'm going to be honest with you. We have ascended masters coming in and working through us too. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that. It's a pretty wild experience. It's like sometimes you know stuff, you don't even know how you're doing it. It's we're literally a vessel, and they're working through us. They're co-creating through us. Sorry, half the time I'm looking here instead of the camera, but I'm trying to read what you guys are saying. I'm intrigued by you too. You guys are awesome. Okay. We've got Incarnate Flame. Weird. I reset something and it seems okay now. Yay! Because I want you to hear all of this, Incarnate Flame. You're amazing. We need you to hear all of this. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad all of you are here. Some interference because you have a message for me, of course. Laugh out loud. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Well, you know, I always get the messages out anyways. I'm pretty feisty that way. I'll call it determined, not stubborn. Shadow J, the Claire sentience is real on my end. Yeah, same here. You actually have more Claires than you probably even realize. And I think we all do. I think we're starting to get them opened up now as we learn to trust them, you know? And I like to acknowledge right out loud, and I don't care who's watching. I really don't care about the opinions of others anymore at all, obviously. I mean, look at the stuff I talk about. I even freak out people that are close to me and family. They're like, I can't believe you said that. Yeah, I did. But no, it's about talking. I talk right to them and I say, thank you for that. I received that message. And then they just see more and more. I'm acknowledging, I'm leaning. They're my best buddy. They're here with me all the time. My ancestors, my father who recently passed away, he's joined my team. And he was a cop for many years. So he's got skills, man. Donna, we missed you and this soul family. I missed you guys so much. It feels like an eternity. I know it hasn't been an eternity, but dealing with trying to switch over computers and the rest of life's fun stuff, right? It's just been busy, but every single night I'd lay in bed and I go, oh, it was another night I didn't do that live. I got to figure this out. And so finally, me missing my soul family won out, and I just last minute went, we're doing this. Even if the microphone isn't working, I don't know. I'm going to have to lean on my daughter, I think, and ask her for help again. Donna, I need to get up early. Sad to have to go. Have a great night. I'm sending you so much love, Donna. Thank you for making it, and thank you for taking this precious time of yours. Your time is so special. And if anybody hasn't checked out Donna's YouTube channel, check it out, okay? She's amazing. She's raw and real, just like the rest of us. Shadow J says, yes, that's one of my superpowers. Like, I'll hear what you have to say, but I don't take it personal and can detach from most of it. Oh my gosh, Shadow J's got healthy detachment. You are all that in the bag of chips. Do you realize the level it takes to get to that point in life? Like, you're pretty phenomenal. I really hope you've got some kind of a platform out there or a way that you're writing books or guides or something to share how this is done. Because honestly, you've reached a level that, yeah, you're way up there. You are way up there. I'm impressed. Good night. Good night, Donna. Incarnate Flame says, aw. And Shadow J. Good night, Donna. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. All right, guys. Donna, thank you, darling. I appreciate that, Kat. You're amazing, too. Hey, we're all in this together, and thank you for that. We are all in this together. So if and when, and I'm hoping when, you guys, the rest of you, get a social media platform of any kind, please let me know. Email it to me or say it in the comments or somehow get it to me so that I can push your channel so people can find you. Shadow J2698 says, I'm considering it, still a little afraid, working through it. Oh my gosh, you, Shadow J, have nothing to fear. Do you realize how much wisdom you have in that packaged vessel of yours? Donna says, good night, you guys. Laugh out loud. Good night, Donna. Sweet dreams. Don't forget to write down your dreams. Shadow J, this is your calling. I'm telling you, most people take lifetime after lifetime, if ever, to get to the point of healthy detachment and the level of deeper understanding you have. It doesn't even, there aren't even words for that. So please do get on there and just randomly start talking about whatever you feel like you want to talk about. There are people who need to know what you know, and hopefully they get to see it to help them get through whatever they're going through. Shadow J, working on my solar plexus for confidence. You know what? I was one of the shyest girls my entire life. Literally, one of my biggest lessons in life, especially with my numerology, 3811, right? 3 is expression, confidence with my expression, and double whammy 11 was having confidence with my inner gifts and coming forward. I was, shy. That's why I said it. I was shocked that I would go to a dance and just like dance like crazy, like no one was watching, flailing all about to all the music and stuff, because I had to break through that shyness. And you have every reason to get out there and shine. I was not even as evolved as that when I started clumsily coming forward. So, and look at all the people that it helps. Imagine if you just say, I said 2 seconds of insanity. Like, I literally went, I wonder what'll happen if I push this. And I pushed the button. I'm like, oh, well, too late. Let's do it. And going live, and the same as my videos. I just said, oh, well, the whole world can judge me. They judge me anyways my entire life. Let's see how bad I can skin my knees and have fun. And I've left all my videos. You can look from when I started this 1 year ago, how clumsy and shy, and I didn't care. I had to do it. It's your calling. Shadow J, I got as far as making the channel. I made a video and deleted it. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh, you could do it. I'm serious. If you look back, I've got hundreds of videos now. And it was literally last October, I think, or September that I started this. My daughter had to help me set it up. And I've made so many mistakes and I don't even care. I don't edit because I don't know how, all my videos and stuff. Shadow J, I worry about letting my ego get the best of me. You won't, because the mere statement that you just made, you worry about letting your ego get the better of you. Impossible, because you're already showing that you're mindful of it. It's not even possible. You got it together, Incarnate Flame. I was working on my channel, but I need to leave my roommate situation first, and it's looking like I'll have to wait 6 months to move unless a miracle occurs. I need peace. All right, so we are all, anybody who wants to join me who's watching this, even if you're not in the comments, we are putting the intention that Incarnate Flame gets everything that she needs, which we know you're going to anyways, but really obviously that you're going to get everything you need to be able to move forward in a way where you feel very confident and have the safe space and environment to do what you need to do. And I'm asking on all the angels to help, and I know that they're going to, Incarnate Flame. I know what you're capable of. You're a superstar. Shadow J, praying for your miracle. Yes, and you will get that miracle. Oh, I can feel the goosebumps. Spirit's here. And not just that, like there were times where, like when things were awry here, when I was going through bins and stuff, I just go in my car and use my phone and film it and then just load it. Just boop. You know, there's always a way. Look at, the sound wasn't working. Boom, there's my old mic. Stick it in there. Like all kinds of, there's always a way. And we just, sometimes we're pushed and tested to find it. Incarnate Flame. I made a video and deleted it too because the Lover's card or Star card or something was on there. I realized it's a YouTube violation. Oh, really? Why? Because the boobies? You know what I did? I put stickers on everything. Look, there's my stickers. I put stickers. I got bikinis on my star here. Because I used to get tired of holding things up and everything. I'm like, no, I'm not going to filter this. Yeah, I've got stickers on everything. Actually, I had so much fun. Yeah, there's my star. Look, she's got a little bathing suit on. And also, like, I mean, I've looked at other readers online. They got big, long, beautiful nails. They're all done up in the face. They're younger. I'm not going to let nothing stop me. If you've got a message to share, your voice, the frequency of your voice will be so healing, and the right people will find it. If I were to put a bunch of fake stuff on me, my soul family wouldn't recognize me. I'm pretty much just raw, naked me, and it is what it is, you know. It's because, and I mean, I remember trying even the fake nails, and I'm like, oh man, I can't play guitar, I can't do anything. I was someone who was like working around on my house, and I'd snap all those puppies off. Just be authentically you, and just come on there and be real. And authenticity is such a superpower. I can't express it enough. Just be real. People feel so much more comfortable around someone who makes mistakes and doesn't care. It's like, oh well. Shadow J, I wonder if I would be more beneficial with a podcast or books. I don't know. You will know what feels good to you. Maybe all of those. I could see all of those. Something will call to you and will feel so good. And I think it just takes literally those 2 minutes of insanity to give it a try. But let us know so we can join and like it and share it too. Because, you know, we're all in this together. We're here to support each other. Incarnate Flame. I went to my car and melted because of the Texas. Oh, I never even thought Texas heat. I'm still trying to find a solution to record. Now I'm also working a matrix job. I'm exhausted. This roommate is draining me. I feel stuck. Okay. So it gets worse and worse and worse until we take a leap of faith. And I'm not suggesting you do. You will know what that is. For me, I gave up 3 jobs. I was making a lot of money. I owned the house. I was all by myself in a duplex building and did it all. And life provided. I will just say life provided. Okay. I didn't starve. In fact, I probably gained some weight over the winter. Truth be told. There's always a way. Sometimes I'll go and like to a country road. I've gone in my kayak and done readings and filmed it on my phone. Shadow J, you're beautiful and your smile and laugh is contagious. You're the first person I am allowed to interact with. Aw, that is such a sweet thing to say. Well, you are a beaming light for so many people, and definitely our little tribe here. So I am so glad that you found us and that you're speaking up, because what you have to say is profound. You haven't even told us all the stuff, and look at you shine. You have reached levels that are so wise that the world needs what you know. You're a walking blueprint for everybody. Incarnate Flame, Kathy has helped inspire us so much. And Incarnate Flame, so have you guys. You are, as we teach, we learn. As we speak, we hear, right? And you guys, you don't have no idea how supportive you've been with the crap I've been through. Woo! To get on here and see all these beautiful, deeper understandings and people that have gone through it like me and are still shining and still walking through the muck. It's a beautiful, it is so inspiring. And I think it's so beautiful that you are all trusting and on here, and you could see there's so much more for us. There is so much more for us. Shadow J 2698. That's the beauty of healthy community. Yeah, but we've never really known that before, have we? We're just walking into this now. It's so incredible. And transparency, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've said more in the last year having this YouTube channel than I've told most people, because I never had close friends that I could trust. So it's pretty amazing. And the more that we are open and we don't feel shame anymore, why would we feel shame? Who put that on us, right? There's nothing to be ashamed of. We're all humans. We make mistakes. Sometimes we're not absolutely perfect. Great. Who is, right? But the more that we walk in transparency, I've also learned not to overshare, because I had that weaponized, right? With the narcissistic, oh my gosh, friends and everything. Ooh, tenants that were narcissists. My ex, narcissist friends, everything. I learned that you can't give them too much information. They will use it as a weapon, which is sad. They'll twist it. They'll discredit you, blah, 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 blah. But you can feel now, and that's what we really went through, is learning strong discernment. Like I said, we used to ignore the red flags because you were so powerful. You could tap into their higher self, their pure potential, what they could be. And it's like, oh, sign me up for another project, right? Like, here's another project for Kath. Like, no, we don't need another project. Now we're waiting for people to show up in a way that's healthy. We will not settle anymore. We don't need another project. Shadow J says, my journey at times has felt like I was being waterboarded in the spirit. Oh, yeah. I remember at times even saying out loud, can the lesson stop or slow down a bit? Yeah, I hear you. Is that all you said? Because I'll tell you, I said a lot worse. There were times I was on my knees crying and just going, what am I supposed to do with this? And that's because I was still in survival mode, reacting. And I was being very much handled by my handler. Okay? Being everything that I reacted in, I was being shoved and manipulated into directions that served them, and very, very, very far away from this, until I finally just said, hey, it got so bad. Well, I was sitting on my knees on the floor crying. I just said, nothing can be worse than this. So I wonder what would happen if I pushed record on the YouTube. It literally just said, I've walked with the devil. I've danced with the devil. What could possibly be scarier? And that's when I just got on here and just started rambling and doing tarot. Shadow J says, oof, I was being modest. Yeah, I know you are. In order to be at the level you're at, you've walked with the devil too. You've seen some stuff and you've come out. I mean, you've seen stuff. That's hard. And I don't want to, I empathize. I'll just say I empathize, and you have a lot to teach this world, and that's why you're so freaking intelligent and wise at this time. You know what you're talking about. You're experienced. You're not just making this stuff up. You know, because you've been there, you walked through it, and you're truly someone who has a lot of power. A lot of power. Your spirit is very strong, and you're ready. I know you're ready, but you'll know when you're ready, when you feel ready. Descendero 2333 says, this is happening to me. Yes. And Incarnate Flame says, we have even truly really loved some monsters. Oh my gosh, of course we did. Of course, I agree. I totally agree. You know, forget the scary movies. How about just, here's my life. Here's a story for you. Shadow J, thank you for the encouragement. Thank you. Thank you for showing us that there's people that have reached high, high levels in this world of deeper understanding. Because, it's easy to look at all the negatives, but when you start looking hard enough, you start seeing the truth. And that is, there are so many people who are crossing over this light side. They've faced their shadows. And like I said, we've got to create a whole new dictionary. There are words and terms that we use, spell work words, right? That we are literally changing the way people perceive things. And we need a language that matches it. Instead of, good morning, like you get up in the morning and you're already mourning the day, or a weekend where you're weak. Oh my gosh, I've got so much to say. Chatty Cathy, Dissendero 2333 says, he's now saying I have a personality disorder. Oh, that's right there. As soon as someone labels someone as having like a personality disorder, that's where you've got to look. Remember, narcissistic people who are being narcissistic, they will tell on themselves how they feel about themselves and project it onto you. So this individual may honestly worry that they do have a personality disorder. Does that make sense? Shadow J, but from a distance, laugh out loud. Yeah. You recognize the monsters need love too. Yeah. Yes. And that's the thing. That's the hardest part, is you can empathize with all of them. So that's how we got sucked in. It's like, if I just love them a little harder, explain it, take them by the hand, and I can teach. No, loving them and allowing them to experience their own karma so they also can achieve an opportunity for growth and expansion is so important, right? Because we've slowed people down by trying to take it on, and we've worn the karma of others, right? Shadow J, Disenderos, I pray for your strength to walk away and the resources to do so. Oh, that is so beautiful. Exactly. There will always be a way out when we're placed in the scenario with these abusers. There's always a way out, but we just have to find it. And it takes strength to see it. And it takes expanding our mind beyond the trauma. Shadow J, healing is a personal journey. Yes. God's warriors here. Hello. Hey, beautiful soul. Hello. It's so good to see you. Welcome back. My gosh, if I just stay on here all night, all of our little soul family is going to come on, right? I've got some friends in Australia that never get to catch these because, like, we're, 12 hours apart from my time here in Ontario. Oh, there's just so much going on, guys. The energy's shifting. It's so beautiful. All you need to know is it is about to get really good, and I can't stress that enough. Spirit, what have you got for the collective? I want to leave on a very happy, see these burdens, guys? Angels are lifting them off. You see the 10? That's the end of the cycle. Remember I showed you the world card? It's the end of a cycle. You're closing this, I want to say you're closing this bitch out. That's what came, so I'm going to say it. Sorry. You're closing this bitch out. That sounds so roughshod. Shadow J says, I had to learn that one the hard way, and I also had to learn that they have the free will to make these changes. Yes, and we've all had healing to do. It is free will whether we choose to do it or not. So we cannot feel sorry for people that are still running around in circles like their heads cut off. And hey, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting this program. See the 10 of Pentacles there? 10-10. The cycles you guys have been closing out, the healing, the journey you've been on, the burdens are being lifted, and this, honestly, you're culminating massive wealth and prosperity. Okay, I'll say it again. I'm just saying, you guys, you're breaking through generational cycles that your generations and lineage before could not do. This is all due to you because none of your lineage has been able to do it before. It has been waiting for you. You have chosen to free your ancestors in the spirit realm so they don't have to keep coming down and repeating the same cycles over and over to try to get it right. You guys, this is what happens. And this is what we're here to show people, how you go from complete crap to complete freedom by doing the healing. You are being used as an example. I got so warm all of a sudden in here. Wow, this channel coming through is intense. What have we got? Sorry. God's warrior, good to see you. Got any messages from the heavenly realms for the warrior of God? Yeah, it's about to get good, babe. 1010, ask and you shall receive. Exactly. I'm so proud of you guys, but so are your ancestors. Like, you literally are freeing them. This was on the bottom. 1111 is also often, with the Four of Wands, but we're talking happy home, stable life, happiness, celebrations, reuniting with your soul family. Hello, ta-da. You're warm too. Are you projecting that on me, Shadow J? Because it's really intense in here all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. Whew, like usually I warm up when I channel, but that was intense. Okay, so, and also divine counterparts finding each other. Okay, ready or not, here I come. I'm telling you guys. Okay, Spirit, is there any other message? The guy just split it to this. When I say your abundance is coming in, some of you are going to get lottery wins. Some of you are going to have opportunities that were meant for you. I'm getting this right now. Were meant for you quite some time ago. There was interference. They're pouring in all at once now. It's going to freak you out. It's going to freak you out. I'm not kidding. I can feel this. Whew. Yeah, I'm warm too. Okay, Dissendero 2333. I'm going to Africa in January. Wow. We'll be working with animals for 4 weeks. Oh, that's awesome. Want space to get rid of him and break the cycle. That is so beautiful. You are following your calling. Oh my gosh. See, I'm being called to go on vacation too, to create a retreat for my soul family to all gather in one spot. I'm trying to figure this out. I have a dog going through more surgery soon, but I'm thinking like December, January or something. I'm going to go before then. I need a vacation. It's been years. Sorry, laugh out loud. Yeah, Shadow J, that's you, eh? Throwing the heat. It's okay. You're forgiven, but I caught it with a big catcher's mitt on this side, just so you know. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you, Dissendero. That is exactly what you need. Time, space, away, going in hermit, and working with animals like that is like, woo, party in Africa. That's awesome. Shadow J, I've been freaked out so many negative ways. I'm due for some good freakouts. Me too. And I'm starting to feel things trickle in now. I really feel like everything's starting to trickle in now. Like, I mean, first there was, oh gosh, it's not as bad. That's strange. And it was so exciting because I've been through the depths of crap, right? And then it was like little good things trickling in. I'm like, oh, well, this is kind of cool. Now I'm like, let's go for gold. Let's say I'm going on vacation. That's it. I'm doing it. I got all my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Cause warrior, you can come to land down under. I got granny flat free. Oh my gosh. Near beach. It's beautiful here. Oh, maybe we should go. I don't know. That sounds pretty amazing. That would be a really long flight for me. Gosh, someone would have to just drug me, knock me out or something. That would be beautiful, though. I would love, 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 love to go to Australia. God's warrior, total nature in my backyard. Oh, of course. Just rub it in. I built a house, a really beautiful house on Lake Sasib. Okay, that's like probably you guys wouldn't get. It's a beautiful 40 miles of like boating. It's like the most desirable lake. And of course, my ex is in it, has been in it 2.5 years. I'm still waiting for my money. But that's where originally I thought it would be so beautiful. I wanted to host retreats. I literally went out and bought 6 kayaks because I was going to start this. This is what I was going to do. And it was beautiful there. So I would love to check out your neck of the woods since I can't get to mine. I'm right in town. I'm right in Muskoka. God's warrior, total nature, my backyard, and you're welcome anytime. Okay, I'm heading there now. No. Put the coffee on. Put the coffee on. I'm gonna take some sleep ease and get on that airplane. And I've got my passport ready and brand new luggage. It's been waiting for me to pack it up. Shadow J. It's so awesome to see people living in their passion and dreams. It's a good reminder that energy is the new currency. Oh, it is. It is. I gave up so much just to have peace, and it is the best gift I've ever given myself. I am so at peace. I am so at peace. I don't have to answer to any weird narcissists. I don't have any tenants to deal with that are destroying my place. It's great. I feel alive, baby. Okay, I'm going to ask for another, they're saying a positive message, so maybe I'll get, okay, I'll do another one of these. Oh, they're saying this one. Really, I don't like reading those. Okay, can I do both? I'm going to do both. Okay, they're saying no. I'll just listen. I'm going to get you guys a positive message from angels. Oh, they threw that out fast. Inner harmony. Achieve inner harmony and stability to keep your spirit calm. Whoo, harmony, balance, stability. Yes. Okay, here, let's see if you guys can read that. That is freaking wild. Inner harmony. Like I said, I paid dearly to get to this level of peace. I crave sitting on an ocean right now, walking down a beach. This is my dream, and that's where I'm headed. I am literally going to anywhere. I'm going to find a spot that's warm and tropical, and I'm doing that real soon. God's Warrior says, I can't travel at the moment. Mom, I care for, but you would love it here. Oh, that sounds so enticing. I might take you up on that, I might have to take you up on that. All right, now can I do this message, please, Spirit? I already did that one earlier. They're adamant I choose from those cards, so let's find out what you got. I'm leaving this on a really happy note for you guys. Something deep, some wisdom. Pour it on. I just got the message. You guys are like next level. Like they want to give you something that is worthy of the level you guys have attained. Shadow J says, root chakra, working hard for it, affirming I'm safe a lot. Yes. That's all. You're doing all the right things and you know it. That is so beautiful. I love that. I just know I will not allow myself, as soon as I start to feel fear, I face it. I chase my fears now because the fears are how I used to be controlled, and insecurities. If I'm insecure, I face that too. It's like, hey, I'm perfect the way I am. The right people will love me, and that's the way it is. Because I won't be controlled anymore. I was controlled for so long. Okay, Spirit, which one do you want? No? Okay, I'm going to split it. Where do you want me to split it? What have we got? Fill up your cup. I love this. 32, guys. Fill up your cup. It's all blurred. Come on. Oh, it's all blurry. All right, I'm going to read it for you guys. If you're still here, don't mind my reading. You know these glasses are 6 years old? They seem to help, though. All right, what have we got? Fill up your cup. Are you running on empty? It's like, doesn't this sound familiar? It's likely that your focus is too much on the external world and you have forgotten to nurture your own energy levels. The body needs fuel, and when you are emotionally or physically tired, you use up even more energy just to get by each day. Focus on changing things in your life to refuel and re-energize yourself, because ultimately, if your cup is empty, you can't support others or yourself. Hey, I'm going to the beach. Fill up your cup by not only taking rest when you need it, but also spending more time doing what you love. Energy can be found in many places, from changing the way that you breathe to moving the body, from spending time with others, more energized people, to having moments of quiet meditation out in nature during sleep. Hey, see, we're energizing each other too. This is awesome. Oh, look, you guys are talking. Hold on a second. Descendero 2333. It's a very lonely road when healing. It is, until we, I find I can't be lonely. Like, all of my spirit guides around and just, I don't know. And maybe I'm lucky because also, of course, I'm lucky. I've got my best friend puppy dog too, but Shadow J, same. Fear is meant to be challenged and alchemized. Exactly. And I'll tell you something, Shadow J, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. This is what I feel. See, I'm a painter. I do everything creative. I'm a painter, a builder, a candlestick maker. I do everything creative, right? I think you probably have multifaceted. I'm getting multifaceted, multidimensional being. Woo! All right. So, yeah, I don't know how you choose to alchemize, but you are so creative is what I'm getting. Maybe even music. Like, there's so many things you could dabble in, and you're meant to do that. You have all of these gifts The right people are going to see you and they are going to capitalize on that and push you in the right direction. Shadow J says, you're never alone, Disenderos, but I resonate with that feeling so deeply. Yeah, because think about it. And for me, I used to hate being alone. That's what kept me in the wrong relationships, right? But now, because we needed peace so badly, it's like I'd rather sleep in a box somewhere alone than be subject to what I used to be subject to. But now it's like our hearts are opening up and we're finding each other. Shadow J is sending love and light. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you. That's so beautiful. You're never alone, and you can contact us anytime too. You see, we're on here. I'm going to be trying to be on here more frequently now that I figured out some of this mess. Oh, sorry, there was more. Can I read more? How to fill up your cup. The best way to fill up your cup is first to tune into your body and notice where the feeling of emptiness lies. Is it physical tiredness, exhaustion, boredom, spending too much of your energy giving to others and forgetting yourself, or being too busy? Or is it something else? Once you have identified what is draining your cup, you can get to work on making small changes to refill it. Perhaps have an early night, take a walk in nature, dance around the kitchen, or sit in deep meditation. Spend time every day filling your cup because no one wants an empty glass. Okay, so that was the guidance from Spirit when I bugged enough that I was allowed to have a message. Shadow J, abandonment issues are one of the hardest things to heal. Yes, that was one of my most recent, literally left high and dry by someone who was a future faker. And that's when I went, you know what, I'm not going to abandon myself anymore. I finally caught on. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, I've been abandoning myself. I've been relying on external people, forces to take care of me when I have everything I need. As long as I stop pouring into others, I've got all the energy, all the resources, all the abilities, all the talent, whatever. And once I started doing that, I went, oh my gosh, I was born with everything I need. And for all of these decades, I've just been giving it away for free to everybody else, not having enough to sustain myself. And ta-da, we're actually more capable than we realize. Oh, Kath, put your glasses back on. Sorry, guys. God's Warrior, loving your little space. Looks great. Oh, thank you. It changes all the time, doesn't it? Oh, I forgot to plug in my little butterfly. It's a little bit of a cluster mess, but it's fun. I got stuff everywhere. Thanks, God's Warrior. I'm sending you so much love. Yeah, and then I've got, curtains. I've got weird stuff going on. But I'm starting to get my house more organized because I want peace. I just want peace everywhere. I want harmony. I had so many items given to me when my dad passed away, and I was trying to integrate all of them. Him and I love tools, so I had all these tools, and then his record player, all his records, and I'm starting to say, okay, I've got to have a healthy detachment so I can have a little space for myself too, and my puppy. But yeah, I'm slowly purging, actually really quickly. I'm purging a lot of stuff and it feels so good. It brings me peace because it's like a healthy detachment from all things, and I love that. But I just know it's about to get real good. So I'm going to get off here. Send you guys so much love. I really have a hard time saying goodbye because I just love speaking to like-minded people who are so incredible and so beautiful like you guys are. But it's going to get real good. I'm not kidding, okay? You're going to go literally from like all these burdens to having them taken off. And then bammo, stability, security, happiness, reuniting with souls that you haven't even met yet in this lifetime, but you've been together in other lifetimes like we are right now, guys. Oh, what have we got here? God's Warrior says, I love tools and woodworking too. Oh, me too. The smell of sawdust. If they made a cologne that smelled like sawdust, that'd be really yummy, I think. Descendero 2333. However, I have to take responsibility for my part in this dependency. He is the lesson, and this one has been the hardest. He is the future faker also, and now I have to face my fears of abandonment. Yes, I'm so proud of you because you're facing the fear of abandonment is also not abandoning yourself. So for the first time, you are being the beautiful parent you always wished you had, and you are going to parent your inner child and saying, I won't abandon you. I love you. And I think that's so beautiful because you are literally taking your inner child out of an environment that isn't helpful to you and you are taking care of them. It's you and your inner kid from here on in. And you're going to love this. You're going to love it by, for the first time, advocating for yourself and not abandoning your precious inner child. You are going to thrive, my dear. You are going to thrive. It's just about to get real good. You're there. Shadow J, have a great night. Thanks for the amazing conversation and insightful perspectives. Thank you too. Thank you. We're just leveling up constantly and we need you on these lives. Sorry guys, I don't give a lot of warning, but especially tonight, but I'm going to try to. I always make posts on my YouTube channel, say, oh, by the way, I'm going on at, blah, 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 Eastern time. So I'll try to do that more for everybody. God's Warrior, thanks, beautiful soul. Sending you big love prayers for you and your puppy. Aw, thank you. And I'm really impressed and so proud of you for giving care to your family. I think that's so beautiful. That's a big sacrifice, but it is one of the biggest ways you can really, truly provide unconditional love. And I'm proud of you. I think that's so beautiful. So thank you for doing that. Puppy's doing really amazing, by the way, as you saw. Shadow J, yes, call your power back. Descenderos, yes, you're calling it back. You're choosing how your life is going to be, and you do not need anybody to do it for you, and you'll see it. You're going to prove it to yourself. Shadow J says, you're incredibly brave. We are all in this. We're all in this together, so we're really not alone, but you have all been so incredibly brave each step of the way, and you are about to be greatly rewarded with the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Happiest life. People are going to start getting a little jealous, especially the ones that didn't believe in you guys. Descenderos, a good night, my love. Great space to be in. Thank you for being in it because all of your sharing helps other people see that they're not alone in this. We are all going through the same level of stuff, and I'm so proud of you. You're doing all the right things. Just what I needed tonight. And you're just what we needed. You're reminding us too. So thank you so much. I'm sending you guys so much love. I will try to, again, put a post up that lets you know, hopefully a little more advanced warning when I'm going live again, which hopefully is within the next 3 days. That's my guess. Because I miss you guys when I'm not around. Not around you. All right, I'm sending you guys love. Thank you. I'm going to give you some little hearts here. Little hearts. I'm not techie, but there's some hearts. Have the sweetest, most precious dreams. You deserve every ounce of this good stuff that's coming in, guys. So take care and keep shining.